What's up, family? Man, we're back with another one. Man, it's children of God, it's star seeds, indigo children, you know what I mean? Man, whatever you call yourself, a light worker, a healer, man, it's our time. You know what I mean? It's our time. And I just want to put it out there right up front. Man, if you're one of those individuals that thought that you were going to put a spell or vex, a hex, or a curse, or whatever you want to do on a child of God, you know what I mean, on one of his chosen ones, you're not gonna like this video. I'm just fair warning. You might want to turn this shit off now, because this is gonna fuck up your energy. This is gonna fuck up your mind, and you already know that. I get two fucks about what you think. I get two fucks about what you do. You can't do shit to a child of God, to a chosen one, except bless us. Except that's all you could do to us is bless us, and that fucks you up. Because you think that you could destroy us. They thought that they could destroy you. They thought they could fuck your life up. They thought they could fuck up your relationship. They thought they could fuck up your money. They thought they could rob you of your joy, peace, and happiness. Man, children of God, man, throw your hands up. It's our time. Smile. Smile. You put in that motherfucking work. When they thought your ass was crazy, you put in that motherfucking work. When they didn't think you were going anywhere, you was putting in that motherfucking work. See, when God had you isolated, they thought that you were cursed. They thought nobody wanted to fuck with you. They thought you wasn't going nowhere. They thought your ass was suicidal and you was gonna take your life. They thought all this negative, stupid ass shit. They didn't understand that God had you in that little hiding place. God had you cut off from the rest of the world so that he could heal you and deal with you on some shit. So you could grow through some shit. But they thought they buried your ass. Because that was their intent. Their intent was to crush everything about you. Their intent was to make every motherfucker hate you. Make everybody turn against you. That was their intent. But it didn't work. We're still here. We still got that smile. We still got that joy. We still got that peace. We still got that happiness that you can't fuck with. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Man, it's our time. It's our time. Smile. Smile. You've earned that shit. You've earned that shit. When the world seemed like it was against you, you stood your motherfucking ground. When your family turned their back on you, you stood your motherfucking ground. When your relationships failed, you stood your motherfucking ground. When your businesses and your money got funny, you stood your motherfucking ground. When they broke your heart and lied on you and betrayed you and left you out for dead, you stood your motherfucking ground. And they can't fuck with you. They can't understand how you did what you did. They can't understand how you went through what you went through. And you come out smiling. You come out shining. You come out with this big ass fucking crazy ass kid smile. Just cheesing. Because they can't understand. How can somebody go through all of that bullshit and be happy? How can somebody go through all that bullshit and still want to help other people and still be trusting and still want to talk and still want to be transparent and help heal the world? Because they can't fuck with you. Chosen ones, they can't fuck with you. They can't see you. They don't want you to see yourself. And so everything they've done was to try to get you to deny the fact that you were a chosen one. Everything they've done was try to get you to stop believing that God had you. They want you to stop believing that you were that one. So they did a whole lot of things to you. They did a lot of things to you that broke your heart. That fucked up your trust for a minute. Your trust in humanity. They did a lot of devious shit to you. And a lot of the shit you don't even know yet. And you don't know all the shit that they've done to you. Because God says you can't handle that right now. See, if you knew all the attacks, all the shit that they did to you, it would have fucked you up. You survived it because you didn't know all the bullshit that they were doing to you, all the bullshit that they were trying to do to you. That would have broke your spirit. That would have crushed your spirit, you having that knowledge at that time. And so God took you into your little dark place. He was hiding you. He was protecting you. See, they had it misconstrued. They thought it was because you was contaminated and you was fucked up. You've never been fucked up. Ever. I don't give a damn how depressed you got. I don't give a damn how suicidal you got. I don't give a damn how frustrated you got. You've never been fucked up. Because you were always connected to Source, to the Most High. You was chosen from the beginning of time. But you had to go through your dark season. You had to go through that isolation to come into that understanding. See, the trick is, and you guys have heard me tell the story plenty of times, you go back to the Bible, and again, I'm not a Christian at all. Don't claim to be, ain't, you know what I mean? Don't want to be. Don't send me any text messages or any messages about, you know, accepting Jesus as my Lord and personal Savior. Been there, done that. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. If that works for you, do it. That's not my thing. It won't be my thing. Ever. Ever. But I do believe aspects of the Bible. I do believe a lot about the Bible. And the Bible is a great book. There's a lot of messages and gems in the Bible. One of them is the story of Joseph. And Joseph had a dream. You know, he had several dreams as a young man, as a little kid. And he had a bunch of older brothers. And Joseph was the favorite of his father. There was 12 of the boys. And his father made him a coat of just many colors. And as little kids, we heard that story. You know, and that's always fascinated me. That story's always resonated with me. And I didn't understand it at the time. I didn't understand why that story stuck out to me so much. I do now. Because that's our story. Chosen ones, that's our story. Light workers, healers, that's our story. And so, Joseph's brothers. Joseph tells his brothers, man, I had this dream that you guys were bound down to me and did all this other stuff, right? And his brothers are mad and pissed because you got to understand, Joseph was young. He had a bunch of older brothers and they're looking like, motherfucker, who the fuck you think you are? Now we're going to bow down to you. Motherfucker, you got us fucked up. Who the fuck do you think you are? Why do you think you're fucking special? Why do you think you are that we gonna bow down to your motherfucking ass? And brothers got tired of seeing Joseph's father favor Joseph. Joseph's brothers got tired of seeing and hearing about Joseph's dreams and all this other bullshit. The brothers got tired of seeing the anointing of God on Joseph's life. The brothers was jealous of Joseph's spirit. They were jealous of the frequency that he vibrated on. Joseph couldn't understand hatred in that magnitude. He couldn't understand how jealous and angry his brothers were at him. He couldn't fathom that his own brothers were plotting on his death. Not his brothers. Not family. Family will fuck you up. Your own flesh and blood will fuck you up. Your own flesh and blood will dog you the fuck out. Your own flesh and blood are jealous of fuck of you. Your own flesh and blood hate and despise everything about you. Your presence intimidates them. Your presence pisses them off. And it ain't nothing you doing. It ain't even nothing you're saying. It's your spirit. And they despise it and hate it because they ain't got it. They ain't got that type of spirit. They ain't got that type of joy. They ain't got that connection with Source, with God, the Most High. And they're trying to understand, who the fuck are you? We got the same motherfucking blood running through our veins. Why the fuck do you think you're chosen? We got the same motherfucking daddy, the same motherfucking mama. We live in the same motherfucking dirty, grimy ass house. Who the fuck are you to think that you're somebody special? And so Joseph's brothers plotted. And they were going to kill him. And one of the younger brothers said, no. Let's not kill him. Let's throw him in this ditch. Let's sell him as a slave. Let's rip up his coat and put blood all over it and tell Dad that he was killed by some wild animal. Look at the hatred. Look at the rage. Joseph never, ever did anything to his brothers to make them hate him this way. And yet they hate him. They want him dead and gone. They want him out of their life. Why? So they never got to see him anymore. So they never got to hear him talking about he's chosen, he's whoop and da-da-da-da. We gotta get rid of this motherfucker. Same shit you going through now. It's the same shit Joseph went through then. And so Joseph's story is an example of how much your siblings hate your ass. Joseph's story back then is an example of how much our family and quote unquote peers hate us and despise us. How jealous they are of us. It is what it is. Smile. You got this shit. You've earned this shit. You came here for this shit. I love this shit. You know what I mean? Man, smile. Smile. They can't fuck with you. All they can do is bless you. It don't look like a blessing at first. It look like they're cursing you. It look like they're destroying you. It look like they're doing a whole bunch of other bullshit except for putting you in the position that you're supposed to be in. See, they thought they were throwing Joseph in a ditch. They were burying Joseph in a ditch and then pulled him out and sold him as a slave. All that did was send Joseph to Egypt. Joseph went through a whole bunch of more shit. But in the end, everything that his brothers did was to put him where God wanted him. Joseph's brothers thought they were destroying and crushing Joseph. And all they did was help him meet destiny. All they did was to help introduce him to Pharaoh. All they did was help put him in a place to where he could get promoted and elevated, where everybody had to come bow down and come talk to him. That's what his brothers did. That's what their hate did. That's what their jealousy did. Smile, family. Smile, tribe. You've gone through it. You've gone through it. But you've endured it. See, they thought they were taking shit away from you. They thought they were breaking your heart and robbing you of your queen and robbing you of your king. And all they did was put you in a place to where God could bring you your king. All they did was put you in a place where God could bring you your queen. All they did was put you in a place where God can bless you and elevate you. And everybody's gonna see the blessings. Everybody's gonna see the anointing. They didn't want to see it back then. And the trick is, they could have been with you the whole time. But they had to do what they had to do. Karma's gonna come back and bite them in their motherfucking ass. And it is what it is, because you reap what you motherfucking sow. So to all you haters, to all you jealous motherfuckers that despise chosen ones because you don't think they're chosen, you hate light workers, you hate people like me and people that are children of God because you don't think we children of God because we curse, because we got tattoos, because we rocking crystals and all the other stupid ass shit that you think. You're entitled to your opinion. But I'm here to let you know, it's gonna come back and bite you in your motherfucking ass. I'm here to let you know, you're gonna have to pay the price for all that you've done. I'm here to let you know, you didn't do shit except for bless us. That's all you did. You helped us deal with some emotional shit. You helped us learn and grow through some shit so that God can elevate us and bless us. We couldn't be who we are if it wasn't for your raggedy asses. We couldn't be who we are if it wasn't for your ratchet asses. We couldn't be who we are if it wasn't for your jealous and hateful asses. So we bless you. We thank you. We thank you for your hatred. We thank you for your jealousy. We thank you for your bullshit and your curses and spells and hexes and all the shit that you've done to destroy us. We thank you. We bless you. We bless you. Because I've learned so much. I've grown so motherfucking much. I've learned to love me. I've learned to value me. I've learned to value my connection with Source, with God, the Most High. I've learned that I don't need other people's validation as a child of God. I don't need other people's validation to say that I'm a man of God. I got that. I know that. And regardless of what you say, it don't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? That don't mean shit to me, and it don't mean shit to God. Joseph's brother's opinion of Joseph didn't mean shit to God. And for some reason, people think that if we get a bunch of people on our team, if we get a bunch of people on our side, it's all of us against him. Surely we outnumber him. We all can't be wrong. He has to be the fucked up one. She has to be the fucked up one because all of us said so. That's the same stupid, ignorant ass mentality that Joseph's brothers had. It was all of them against him. He didn't have to fight with them. He didn't have to politic with them. He didn't have to bow down and kiss their motherfucking asses. He let them do what they did. He trusted the process. And in the end, every one of them had to come back and bow down to his ass. Every one of them had to come to Egypt pleading for some motherfucking food. Because God put Joseph in a position to determine who ate and who didn't eat. You know what I mean? God blessed Joseph. Gave him all power and authority. Next to Pharaoh. Everybody had to come see Joseph during that famine season. When they were in need, they had to come see Joseph. When they were hungry and starving, they had to come see Joseph. So we as children of God, we don't flex our collar. We don't pop our collar. We don't do any of that stupid shit. We just sit back and just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because we just want the best for everybody. And so when you come back, we're not going to throw it in your face. That's not what we do. That's not what a chosen one does. That's not what a light worker, a healer, a star seed, a child of God. That's not what we do. We don't beat you down because of the fucking decisions you made. We don't fuck you up and destroy you because you did whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop to us. Because we understand we couldn't be here had you not did what you did. We don't try to get revenge. We don't need revenge. We just want to see you grow. We just want to see you heal. We just want to see you be all that you're capable of being. And I know you don't understand that because that's not your mentality. Your mentality is, I want some get back. That's why you're not a chosen one. That's why you're not a star seed. That's why you're not an indigo child. That's why you're not a light worker or a healer. And for those of us that are, we ain't mad at you for what you did. We went through a phase where we was mad at you. We went through a phase where we wanted some get back. We went through a phase of where, man, we want to put some motherfucking hands on your ass. We want to come see your ass about some shit. We want to check your ass about some shit. But God had to show us, man, Elijah, you're still not healed. You're healing, but you're still not healed. You know you're healed when you don't want any get back. You know you're healed when you don't want to cuss them out. You know you're healed when you don't want to slap the dog shit out of them. You know you healed when you don't want to kick them in their motherfucking throat. You know you healed when all you want is the best for them. Even after all they've done to you. To destroy you and to fuck you up. You've healed. And because you've healed, you can bless them. Because you understand karma is going to fuck them up. Their guilt, the shame is going to fuck them up. And ain't shit you got to do. Man, I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you guys, to inspire you, to challenge your way of thinking. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. If you're interested in a coaching session or mentoring session, shoot me an email at ElijahAmmi@gmail.com, and man, we'll get that set up for you. Man, family, I love you guys. Thanks for rocking out with me. Happy healing. Peace.